Okay, so this is the interior portion of the home inspection. I want to be very clear on what I'm saying, that this is, if not some of the absolute best carpentry I've ever seen in my entire life. I know I'm biased for me, but if you see these ceilings, these are all vaulted ceilings. You can see the crown molding, and there is hardly, when I ever see someone who does a good job, the first thing I look for is if there's a lot less caulking than there should be. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see wood to plaster or wood to drywall, if I see large beads of caulking, I know that the cuts are not that good. So I want to show something, and on every corner of the house, this is something that most people will never catch. You see this right here. That is a 45 cut to the end to the actual other baseboard. So this is a tiny piece that's been put in there with a pen nail, instead of just having it chopped, where you'd see just the end of the baseboard. I mean, this is all, these corners could be caulked right here, but this is not really that important. What I'm trying to show you is that this is beyond what a normal builder does. This person has put his heart and soul in this house. Another thing, 4-point hinges on the doors. These are solid core doors, 8-foot doors. So I would say that most of the time when I've ever put them in, I do 3-point hinges. I never done 4 points, but this is obviously beyond. I'm sure that he screwed them into the jamb, not the jamb, but past the jamb into the trimmer of the frame of the door. Because that would obviously, for this kind of size door and this weight, you need that. The jamb would, let alone, not hold all the weight. So I imagine at least one of these in each hinge is screwed right through the trimmer, the frame structure of the door, which is the actual frame. We're going to keep walking around here. I want to show things that most people will never catch. Obviously, the ironwork on here is beautiful, and you'll see things like the ceiling. Yes, I'm not a painter and artist, but this is really complicated to do. Hold on, sorry. Make sure my camera is actually working good and not. Okay, sorry about that. My camera looked like it was kind of looking faded a little bit, so I think I had some water on it. Okay, so let's keep going, because I'm going to be going around for a while. These are really nice windows too, and how they're cased out. You can see how evened around the actual window it is. Very little caulking, and you can tell too by there's no goops or anything. The paint cut edge is astonishing too, and also when you look at the crown molding and there's rope light behind it, that is not easy to do. Again, I mean, this is the absolute pinnacle of any carpentry you can ever see in a home. I've been a part of homes that are 11,000 square foot, and it don't matter how big the house is, it's about how much heart the builder has and the work he does. So this is not really a video. I'm going to show some things that need to get taken care of, which is very standard. But this is mostly a video to show why this is a well-built house. I did check all the GFIs. Toilets are good. So we're going to keep going around here. It might be doing this for about 15 more minutes. You want to go down below. Okay, I want to show you some things too with some of the carpentry. You see this cut right here? That angle right there? That's butting to the baseboard that's not caulked. See? So he had to, this piece right here blows my mind. So I'm gonna guess that he ran this long, and then look at, he put a little piece right there. He must have ran this long, this way when he put it on to make that cut, and then scribed it right here. That is my guess. But this staircase alone, you just see, like right here, a lot of these pieces down here, you have to rip on a table saw, and a lot of times, like I'll do is I put blue tape on it so you don't get any of the chips, and you go through the back part, not the face. With this, you probably do go with the face, it depends, but whoever did the flooring did an absolutely wonderful job. These 45-degree cuts, these are literally about as perfect as you can get to budding the wainscot. I'm blown away. I mean, this is really good craftsmanship. I mean, like right here again, these corners are not easy to do. Again, down here, yeah, I mean, that's probably how I would be able to, that's basically how mine would look in some ways. But that is still, I mean, that's a 1/16 of an inch gap. Not even. Okay, let's go through the other staircase. Okay, this is really good right here. This is separate. This is a hard thing to do right here. So, like I said, if there was no wainscot going up here, he could just literally have just butted the plaster drywall and then caulked it, and you wouldn't know because they could paint it. They could edge paint it. But see, this one he got a little off, but that's fine. But to make that cut and have the same reveal underneath over the riser is just awesome. I mean, it really is. You can even see how he tried to match these corners, whoever did that. So instead of like, I would say like, at times, you know, like when you do hardwood floor, you would see an ugly color that doesn't match well with the rest. You know, like a dark color versus the other ones. So when they did this side edge, they made sure to match that with that. See what I'm saying? Instead of using a dark color here and then a light color down there. Let's keep looking. I mean, like I said, I'm going to show you things that right here. This is a good cut right here. This is a absolute astonishing cut. What looks like right here, this is a little piece. Oh, never mind. Hold on, I'm talking to myself. Yeah. So this is actually cut. This is the edge of this wainscot, and this one butts it. So I thought it was a little piece, but it's not. Sorry about that. Which is totally fine. That means what he did was when he wrapped it. Now this is going to be important to look at. Yeah, here it is. This is a wrap board that he. Obviously, these are you get them made this way, so that's where it corners up right there. Again, you will see how each part of the tread is just budding. It's not caulked. You see, this is the difference between someone who has heart in what they do versus what they do to get paid. I've built a lot of homes, a lot of $1 million homes I've been involved with, and this is absolutely stunning. Okay, we'll just keep going this way. Okay, I do want to go, let's just go down to the kitchen area. Yeah, honestly, when I showed up here, there's a couple things I want to show. Sorry, we'll go back over here. These archways, these are not easy to do. An architect could draw these out. You see, these archways. Well, the frame portion is these little blocks, 2x4 blocks spaced out like every inch. And then you cut shear wall all the way around, and you run these little blocks in between, and they plaster over it. It is very time consuming. And this is full of archways. So this is a really, yeah, I'll be honest, this is probably the nicest house I've ever seen. Just the amount of architecture and carpentry involved. I went underneath the house. I saw nothing structurally wrong. They did a post and pier foundation on the interior wall, which is fine for the house. I would normally have done a cripple wall footing, but that's depending on how the engineer specified it out too. So we'll keep going here. Yeah, see right here. This is another good example. So either he got a custom-made baseboard for that corner, that turn, because there's no way that, let me see, I gotta look at it some more. Yeah, there's no corner cut. That's all circle. See here, same here. Like that is, let me see. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's all one solid piece. So this makes me think it's almost like he had those measurements and sent them to the factory they were made, instead of just butting it and cocking it as 3 different pieces. See what I'm saying? Obviously, there's water protrusion in certain areas. I've gone through those. The flashing. I mean, let me look real quick. Yeah, this is just because you're dealing with the elements. So this bottom portion of underneath the door, I guess you call it the threshold, the interior part, could get replaced, or yeah, like either this is going to happen no matter what. It's just because of the elements outside. This, you can even see right here that this is just an exposed area to the outside elements. All right, kitchen is good. 3 different, there's a couple of different panel boxes. I ran the GFIs, everything's good. I finally got hot water. Okay, this ceiling is you can see how it's framed. It's really interesting how he did that. Obviously there's speakers. I even like how they painted the smoke detector up there. This is real, yeah, this, like, I'm not trying to boast so much, but this is just showing really good craftsmanship. Okay, let's keep going. I don't really need to show the garage or any reason in the video. Elevator, I did not check. I don't know elevators. I just know that they work, if it works or not. So here, a lot of times too, like on corner edges, you'll see where it gets off a little bit. And a lot of the time is when you're framing a house and you get a lot of sun, those edges will just twist, and the bottom plate twists. So it kind of did a little bit, but that's, geez, I mean, to get by with that is, you know, not a big deal. I mean, that's going to happen to a lot of houses. So, okay, this is another thing I want to show. You see there's a 45 cut on the edge, because this had to be cut to length. Another one right there. That is hard to do. It's not just as hard to do, but using a pen nailer gun, especially back then. I don't know if they had the micro nailers like they do now, but a lot of times they'll split. So, and I doubt that he just glued it. I mean, a lot of times you can glue it, but trying to get that cut too on a top saw and not have it just, you know, chip on the end is actually what's you know, makes a difference between, you know, a good builder and someone who just wants to caulk it in the end from a painter. So you can see also the wainscot, how, like I told you before on the other side, how it butts it. So when they blocked all this too, they had to make sure it was absolutely straight. So you fire block underneath the fireplace. So you run 2x6 blocks going up and down for fire break. So if a block gets off a little bit, then the wainscot will bow, and then that messes up your stair treads. These are all butting accordingly. Trust me, I've had that happen once, and like last year I had a block go out, and one of the stair treads was off by 1/8 of an inch. So yeah, on the angle, because a lot of times you'll see this, and then if it's off by an angle a little bit, then you'll see it on the hardwood floor. And the thing is, I'm noticing too, is that you don't see any 1 to 2 degree cuts to make up for it. So it's actually well straight. That's a hard cut right there. Here we go. This is absolutely hard. Not only that, he had to notch behind the tread, and then the wainscot goes in. See that? That's crazy. That is so hard to do. This whole thing right here, this whole part right here is unbelievably hard to do. And this stuff, no one notices. Yeah, I'm blown away by that. This probably could get micro-nailed a little bit, but this, a lot of times too, you know, these boards do go up a little bit, but I'm not worried. This is all real hardwood floor, so don't worry about it. Sometimes I kind of overthink it a little bit. Here's the little edge piece right here again. Yeah, there's 4. So actually there is literally 4 little pieces, 2 pieces, a little one right here that he didn't have to worry about putting this in. This is actually part of the tread. So anyways, all right, let's keep going. I don't want to keep boring you. Okay. This is the room I forgot to go in. So, all right, I'll have to make sure to add this room onto my inspection report. So, all right. So, this is another bathroom, or not bathroom, but sink and bathroom over here. Yeah, I forgot this whole section. This is the last section I forgot to do. Well, I'll come back for it. Anyways, I'm just blown away by the nosing is just, yeah, that is so good right there. All right. Okay, I don't know if I've gone way back here. This house is so huge that I don't know if I forgot certain things when it comes to showing certain rooms. So bear with me. Tile work is unbelievable too. Right here. Here you go. Look at that. These little things like this and having it match, boom. That's so good. So this video is almost 20 minutes long now. And I just want to keep showing little things. I could go back there and show more rooms, but I really am blown away too by the artistry of around the columns too. Anyways, this is the end of this video portion. Absolutely blown away. This is absolutely stunning work. I'm not just saying that. I just know what I'm looking at. I've been building my houses my whole life, and I know exactly where to look at to tell if someone's a good builder versus what just looks pretty. Okay. that is it for the inspection report. Thank you so much.